Temple of Chac, the adventurers. We're about to begin turn 2, and they have now headed into the temple, and they are in the closing wall room, our 4 adventurers. All right, let's go take a look at them. We need to adjust their load levels, and then I think Puccio will be going first. Alright, so looking at our characters, we're playing Bill Baker. We have a treasure chest. Puccio, who's up next, I'm just using a yellow 12-sided to designate. Who is up has 2 treasures. Leah Rice has 1 treasure, and Len here only has 1 treasure as well. So adjusting our load levels, we are all between 0 and 3 treasures, so we all have a load level of 2. And so Puccio is going to be rolling the 5 dice to see how many actions each of our characters gets to perform. So we'll go back to the main board, we'll roll the dice, and any 2+ for everybody is going to mean 1 action. Alright, so I guess Puccio is going to roll the dice, and we're going to see how many actions. And wow, that's a lot of actions. 4, 5, and 3 6s. Everyone is going to have 5 more actions. And this time it is round 2, and the boulder has a possibility of moving 2 spaces. So let me readjust the camera. Then we're going to start with Puccio. He's going to take 5 actions, and everyone's going to take 5 actions. So let's go up to the closing wall room and do that. All right, so up first is Puccio here. He's going to move 1 space ahead for 1 action, 2 spaces ahead for 2 actions, and he is then going to use his next 2 actions to pick up 2 treasures. So that's 4 actions, and he now has 4 treasures. So he's getting pretty greedy here. That's going to mess up his load level a little bit for next turn, and he has 1 more action. And I think he might as well go for it. He's just going to grab another treasure. He's just loading right up with stuff. Okay, that's Puccio's 5 actions. Up next we have Leah Rice. And I should mention, of course, Puccio's special ability is the swim. Of course, that only takes effect when we're down here in the water area. Bill Baker is stamina. He gets to adjust his load level to 1 less once per game. These are once per games. Leah has sprint, which means she can just move 1 extra space at any time once per game. And Len's ability is when he is trying to decipher a lock on some of the treasure locations in the game. He gets to just set one of his dice to whatever he likes. All right, up next we have Leah, who is also here. She has only 1 treasure, so she's going to take the first 2 actions, and she's going to take 2 treasures from this location. Add that to her 1 treasure, so now she has 3 treasures, and she has 3 actions left. So she's going to move 2 spaces, 1, 2. That leaves her with 1 action left, and she has already looked, I believe, at this thing. She's going to take a look at this one and find out what is in the lava room for traps. So now she knows 2 of the tiles in the lava room that actually have traps associated with them. Of course, the other 2 she doesn't know. So could step on one inadvertently and go through the floor and die a horrible fiery death. But there you have it. So that's Leah Rice. Now we're on to Len. Len also has 1 treasure, and he is going to take 2 for 2 actions. He's going to take 2 treasures out of there, add that to his 1, so now he's up to 3. He has 3 more actions, and he's going to go 1, 2, and 3, and just motor it out of the closing wall room. And now we're up to Bill Baker, which is us. We have 5 actions. We only have 1 treasure. So you know what? Let's take a couple of treasures as well for 2 actions, and we get to see what these are. And so the first one that we find looks like a little spiky goblet of some kind, and it is worth 1 gold piece or a treasure point. And we have a little idol that seems to be worth 3. So we're adding that to our chest. So now we have 3 items, and we also have 3 actions left to perform. So we will go 1. We have 2 actions left. Let's go to the last space as well. And then we get to perform one more action. And I don't know if I'm going to grab one more treasure or take a look at the glyph. And I think, let's see, I think we are going to, let's take a look at this glyph and we'll find out. So what happens, we're going to look at this, the back of this, and so this symbol now, when we go into the lava room, that is going to be a trapped space. So the circle with the square in it, so you get to look at that for a little bit, that is going to be a trapped space in the lava room. So we do not want to step on it. That is going to cause us to die. All right, and that concludes everybody's 5 actions that they had. And now it is time to see if the walls of the closing wall room are going to move or not. And what we do there is I'll just readjust the camera and we're going to flip 3 cards. And of course the orange arrow is this wall and the gray arrow is this wall. So let's take a look and see if we're going to have any movement. All right, so I just put the deck here. It really should be up on top of the board over there, but I will just start flipping the cards. So we get first card has nothing on it, so the walls don't move. Second card has also nothing on it. The walls continue to not move. And the last card has 1 gray arrow, which means this wall is going to move in 1 space. So plenty of time left in the closing wall room before it's going to completely squish anyone that's in there. And we have 1 character's already out of the area. Len up here has already made it out, and the other 3 are in the last space. Okay, and now, yes, it is time to roll 2 dice and see if the boulder is going to move. So let's go ahead and roll the 2 dice, and anything 3 plus means the boulder is going to roll. And a 5 and a 6 means the boulder is going to move, is going to roll 2 spaces. So it rumbles along here, 1, 2. So it's almost at the corner. So time, you're getting a little bit tight. You want to start moving before the boulder either runs you over or cuts you off. And I think that is going to conclude the second turn. So as we sit, Bill Baker has 3 treasures, Puccio's got 5, and both Leah and Len have 3. So there will be a bit of a different load level adjustment at the beginning of turn 3. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Join me next time for the continuing adventures. The Temple of Chac as our 4 looters try to make off with as much as they can and get out of the temple before the boulder crushes them or blocks the passage. And we're playing from the perspective of Bill Baker. All right, again, thanks for watching and join me next time for turn 3.